Hello and welcome to video 12. This is me learning how to use the AKAI MPC Live III and passing on to you all my tips and tricks as I pick them up. In this video I'm going to do a bit of mopping up from recent videos because there's a few bits that I may have missed or didn't go into properly. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the top menu items on the menu page itself. So if I press menu, and you can see I'm talking about these items in this top strip here. Now we know the arrow, which is top left, takes us to the previous page. So let's say I'm on the arrange page, then I go to the menu, then I press this arrow, I go back to the arrange page. See, so that's what that's for. Now the three dots here, I've shown you this before, this resets the menu. So if I swap these two over, I don't like that, press these three dots, reset, and there we are. There's a sync menu here. At the moment it's off. If I press that, I can double tap that, or I could press with the data dial, and the options are off, MIDI clock, MTC and Ableton link. I'll just leave that off for the moment. If you want to come out of these menus, just press somewhere else on the screen. Then we have this question mark here in a speech bubble, I think that is, and that is simply a way of getting to the manual. You just hold your phone up to that, and it's obviously a QR code, and that takes you to the manual. Then we have this, which is the undo history. Now I've done a couple of things that I've undone this morning. Set track insert enable to, change effect insert. So a couple of things that I've done this morning, just gives me some history, and I can redo things, etc. So I'll close that. Then we have the tuner. Okay, you've seen that before. Then this is the MIDI monitor, and you can see things that I've played in there. I've played a few things there on my Arturia Key Step 37, which is attached. You can see they've been recorded here in this MIDI monitor screen. We'll just close that. Then we've got the chip icon. If I press that, that takes me to this section where I could turn this into controller mode. So here I would not be able to use the hardware, but I would be able to control the software on my Mac. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to press cancel. I have shown you this before. Now this is not clickable, it's just the battery icon, which is showing 100% at the moment. Over on the far right you can see memory 13%, CPU 11%, so it's showing you how much memory I've used, how the CPU is operating, and it's changing from time to time. Very hard to see. That's the battery, that's the CPU, that's the memory, that's the amount of the drive that's been used. So yeah, I'm not going to press purge. I'm just going to say OK. So that's that top menu on the menu page itself. Kind of a toolbar on the top there, isn't it? A couple of videos ago I was talking about the key ranges page. If you don't know what I'm talking about, press and hold sounds, and it's this page here where you can change the actual range of the amount of notes that will sound on a MIDI instrument. It struck me the next day how similar to the track view page this is. So are there any differences? Yes, there are. So the track view, if I go to that, if I just double press the main button, this is the track view, and you can see the tracks that I've got here. Now to move up and down here, you've got to move the page up and down with your finger like that. Okay, here are the different tracks, see? So I've got the drum kit, I've got the synth bass, I've got the Rhodes, I've got my vocal, and I've got this piano that I haven't used yet. Now you've got to be careful when you're scrolling, because if you touch something it will bring it up. So you can't obviously scroll with the data dial, because if you're on something, this stage EP is lit, so if I rotate the data dial it's just going to go through those, so be careful here. So it's a little awkward, so use your finger carefully. This simply shows the tracks that are in the project. Now the track view gives you an overview, if you like, of all the tracks in the sequence, and you can use this particular mode to edit tracks and the sequence, I guess, at the same time. To get to the track view you can either double press the main button like that, or you can hold shift and main like that, and of course from the menu you could simply press track view. Okay, so that's the track view. The key range you can get to by holding the sounds button down, long press. On the second page of the menu page you can press key ranges and that takes you there. So a couple of ways of getting there. Now this key range mode page doesn't have the minus and plus buttons to get to the next and previous tracks. So if you look at the track view, it's got this feature here where you can just press the buttons, and this is probably a safer way of getting to your next track. Otherwise, when you're scrolling with your finger, you can accidentally open things you don't want, so it's probably easier to do it here. On this key ranges page, you don't have that facility to go to different tracks. You don't need it because you only have to press the strip to get to the track, you see. The track view page, go back to that. This doesn't have the clear solos button and the pad mute solo button. On this page, this key ranges page, you've got this pad, either mute or solo, the tracks I showed you that in the other video. Track view page doesn't have that, doesn't have clear solos. If I solo this, you can see that clear solos button has come up. You don't have that on the track view page. But apart from this, you can do pretty much the same thing on both those pages. So I'm talking about the track view page, this one here, and the key ranges page, key range mode page, you see? So those are pretty similar. Now in my last video, which was I think video 11, I was talking about the crossfader. So let's go to the menu page, Q-Link Edit, Crossfader. I've got these two crossfader settings here, the high pass cutoff and the chorus on this synth bass patch. I've got my Arturia Keystep 37 plugged in via MIDI, so I'm playing notes on that and it's triggering the sound, this synth bass on the bassline instrument. So if I go to Crossfader 1, it's doing the pan on the drum kit. Crossfader 2 is doing the high pass cutoff, or changing the high pass cutoff and turning the chorus off to on. So if I play the notes and move my finger up, you can see the filters opening up and the chorus is turning on. And as I bring it back, it's going back to that, see? In my last video, I talked about these two buttons, Momentary and Learn. If this Momentary button is on and I use the crossfader, see what happens? It jumps back to where it was before. So it doesn't stay. So let go and it's jumped back. Whereas if that's off, then if I move my finger up and then it stays up there, the chorus stays on and that cutoff stays on that amount. So with the Momentary on, if I press up here, see what's happening and lifting, it's Momentary and it drops back to the original setting. So it's a kind of a non-latching setting. So I've shown you the Momentary function. Now I'm going to show you the Learn function. I've gone to Crossfader 3. I'm going to press this Learn button so it lights up. Now I'm not going to do anything on this page now. I'm simply going to go to the main page. I'm on the roads. I'm going to go to the other view. I'm going to click this button that takes me to the actual synth itself. And I'm going to go to Amp Envelope and I'm going to grab hold of this attack control. You'll see that message comes up, learned range of roads. Now if I go back to the Q-Link page, so I'm going to go menu, Q-Link edit. Now you can see I've got this control here. Now I'm just going to check this. Now I've got to turn toggle off, and now when I run my finger up the touch strip, you'll see that this has learnt that attack. Once I've done this, I can actually change things here, so I could bring that down, right down to nothing. Now it's coming straight in. If I move this up, it's seeping in because the attack is set at 461. See? That's how you learn a function. You don't have to do this plus thing and you avoid all of that. You simply press learn, go straight to the thing you want, tweak it, and then it's learnt. So a very quick video there just to mop up a few things from some of my recent videos. Thank you very much for watching. If you got something out of today, please like this video and consider subscribing to my channel. If you'd like to give me a bit of a hand, with the work that I do on this YouTube channel, please give me a small donation either here on YouTube or via my website, which is www.daddylonglegs.com. Thank you very much for watching, and you'll hear from me very soon, I'm sure.